As part of the program over the 14th Spring Culture Festival, the Bahrain Culture Antiquities Authority launched the new culture project Studio 244 in the heart of Muharraq Arad Bay Protected Area and Park. It was inaugurated on Tuesday, 19th of March 2019 at 7 p.m. in the presence of Her Excellency Sheikh Hamay bint Mohammed Al Khalifa, President of the Bahrain Culture Antiquities Authority, and Dr. Mohammed bin Daina, Chief Executive of the Supreme Council for Environment.
I think this work is actually in collaboration between the Supreme Council of Environment and the Culture Institution in Bahrain. Our message is crystal clear. We're trying to educate the young generation, especially the young people who's interested in art, about the importance of the environment. This location is actually in Dohat Arad, which is a protected area. It has a lot of visitors. And we went outside the box on thinking on how to educate people. Education is not just a movie of the importance of protection the environment. It's not just the flyers. This idea is to have an artist, a Bahraini artist, that express their way, the love to the nature and Bahrain environment. This is actually the message that we're trying to pass. I would like to express my deep thanks to Her Excellency Sheikh Hamay bint Mohammed and to Her Excellency Sheikh Hala bint Mohammed for their collaboration. We worked together in establishing this place, and I'm so gladful and happy to be here today. Thank you.
Studio 244 is a collaboration between the Supreme Council for Environment and the Culture Authority, which will be a new center for arts and knowledge and will offer a wide range of community activities and programs of interest to different audiences.
We're celebrating today the opening of this amazing space in the heart of Arad Bay. The space highlights art, highlights culture. It's called Studio 244. It's a multifunctional space that can be used for various events. We're delighted for this fantastic collaboration with the Supreme Council of Environment. We're happy to work on various projects with different entities. Tonight's opening is very special. It highlights birds that migrate and that are original birds from the Kingdom of Bahrain. The birds are transformed, as you can see, into 3D models, and so many local artists have participated into painting on these birds and creating their own artwork on the bird structure. There's also two other spaces that will host a yearly residency, and we are very happy that our local Bahraini young talent, Zuhair Saeed, is using one of the spaces as a permanent studio space for him for this year. I look forward to engaging the general public in this event and throughout our future programming. Thank you very much.
The project consists of 3 buildings, the largest of which is Studio 244, which will be dedicated to hosting exhibitions and industrial works, lectures, seminars, cultural and artistic meetings. In addition, Units 17 and 19 will serve as an annual residences for different artists and craftsmen, as hosting technical workshops and community events. Also, there is a work dedicated to the site of the Gulf of Arad, which has the most famous seabirds in Bahrain and birds facing the risk of extinction. The Flexible Theatre at the Bahrain National Theatre held a workshop titled The Art of Listening by musician Yusuf Yassin as part of the 14th Spring of Culture Education program. The workshop offered an open space to learn how to truly listen and expand their creative possibilities through exercises that illustrate how music is created and the creative process that goes into making it.
We have here a wonderful band who came all the way from Germany to perform in Bahrain.
As part of the Spring of Culture activities in Bahrain, Arcus Saxophone Quartet, a band of 4 young musicians from Germany, set audiences at the Cultural Hall aflame with their spark, throwing enthusiasm and burning passion and charismatic stage presence. They captured listeners in Bahrain with their joy of playing and expressive depth, with the saxophone's entire spectrum of color coming brilliantly to light.
Tell us, why did you choose the saxophone?
Well, actually, my first instrument was the piano, and in our family it was normal to play 2 instruments, so I have 2 brothers as well, and they all played already 2 instruments, so I had to choose a second one, but actually the decision made my father, who also always wanted to play the saxophone, so my brothers didn't play the saxophone yet, so I was the last one, so I had to take it.
Four of you, how did you get together?
So Klaus and me, we founded our ensemble 10 years ago. A few months ago we celebrated our 10th anniversary. It was really a great concert. And actually we met each other at the University of Performing Arts and Music in Munich. Both of us studied classical saxophone, and there we met in the saxophone class, and we both love chamber music, and so we decided to start with chamber music, and we also have to do it for the studying, and so we founded the ensemble. But we had in the beginning there were 2 other guys who played with us, and we had during the years we had some changes, and then we met Jure. He joined us, and I think now you play since 2 years with us.
You've played in Moscow, you've played in London, and many places in the world. So how do you feel about playing here in the Middle East, being here in Bahrain?
To be honest, this is not our first time in the Middle East. We have been for 1.5 years, circa, we have been to Saudi Arabia, and actually we really loved the experience. We loved, in general, we love to explore new places and get to know different people with different culture, because actually we like to be really open on that side, and this helps us also to bring different experience in our way of playing. This makes it just more rich, and that's why we love to travel. We have also the beautiful opportunity to be every half a year in the USA for a tour, and so that's why that's how we keep moving, and we don't like just to stay in Europe, but we want to explore the world as much as possible.
But the audience is absolutely amazing. We are, of course, used to having full halls already, but here the public is very lively, and yeah, they had a lot of energy, and hopefully we could bring our music to them.
So did you get the chance to meet other like Bahraini musicians or artists?
Well, we met on the airport actually some guys from the USA that came also to perform here in Bahrain. So I think it's a great opportunity for the people here to absorb all these different styles, different music, and a great opportunity for the people.
So who of you listen to Arabic music, and what do they think about it?
So let's say that we have a wonderful driver, and he always delighted us with some Arabian music, and we actually find it really interesting because it's not what we are used to listen, of course, as European musician, and I mean, as a European, I would say, not just because I'm a musician. And I would say, I mean, I personally like it, but this is more a personal thing. I'm more fascinated about what I don't know, so discover new thing. And Arabic music, it's always different, and it changes. It's not as we know, as we are used to. So that's why I was happy to listen to Arabic music being here.
Would you collaborate with a Bahraini band, for example, and maybe have a remix of music together or perform together?
Let's say there is always the possibility to experiment something. As I mentioned before, and as I said before, we are always open to new thing and new collaboration, and we just have to find a way to make it happen. Actually, we found ourselves really comfortable here in Bahrain, and like at home, I would say, because people are actually really open and they are interested in the music that we bring. And every time we spoke with someone, like our driver, for example, he was always interested in what we were doing and always fascinated about our job and what we're doing. So that's why it was amazing how people can be so open to something which they don't know, actually, as we don't know the culture in Bahrain, you know.
This is the end of our interview with this amazing band all the way from Germany here with us, and hopefully we'll see them again soon in Bahrain.
Wonderful concert in this wonderful cultural hall. I have to say we spent a beautiful evening because these four saxophonists are just splendid, both in classical and more jazzy style. They furthermore helped us to discover the history and the whereabouts of this quite unknown instrument. And altogether, this Spring of Culture organized in Bahrain is an opportunity for us, foreign communities in Bahrain, to discover all kinds of music from various countries.
I feel very privileged as ambassador to live here and to participate in the Spring of Culture, and to see also how music in all the different languages. We had beautiful performances also from Japan, from Italy and from France here also the last Thursdays, and to see how music brings people together and how people can interact to music, very different music, just emotionally, intuitively, is great to see.
Following directives from His Royal Highness Prime Minister Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, Works, Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning Minister Assam bin Abdullah Khalaf inspected the roadworks in Sanabis village and the Merzan region at blocks 402, 404 and 406. The projects are included in the government action plan regarding the development of infrastructure through giving priority to revamping and establishing road networks in urban and residential areas and developing an integrated road networks across the kingdom. The minister was detailed about the progress of the project, including the revamp of 23.311 kilometer roads in Sanabis, in addition to the organization of junctions, protection of the existing services, and the establishment of car parks, a rainwater drainage network, installing traffic signals, and upgrading the lighting network. The engineers of the project indicated the work have been progressed by 33%. The project is expected to be completed in December 2019. The Ministry of Works said that the maintenance works of Sitra Bridge necessitated closure of rail lane for southbound traffic leading to Sitra, and 2 lanes will be provided for traffic movement. The closure will be effective from Thursday 11 p.m. to Sunday 5 p.m. The Office of the First Deputy Prime Minister OFDPM announces that application for the 5th edition of the OFDPM Fellowship is now open. Government employees below managerial level can apply via the OFDPM's website www.fdpm.gov.ph/fellowship. The application deadline is Thursday, April 18, 2019. The Director General of the OFDPM, His Excellency Sheikh Fahad bin Abdulrahman Al Khalifa, affirmed that the fellowship, which continues to receive the support of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander, and First Deputy Prime Minister, aims to improve public sector efficiency through the advancement of employees' skill set. His Excellency the Director General affirmed that the fellowship continues to meet its core objective by providing advanced training in research methods and policy analysis, as well as providing the fellows with opportunity to interact with senior government officials. Within the framework of the ongoing cooperation between Ministry of Foreign Affairs and various government bodies in the Kingdom of Bahrain, the Ministry organized in cooperation with the Supreme Council for Health, SCH, a lecture on the National Health Insurance Program, Sahati. At the outset of the lecture, held at the General Court of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry's Undersecretary Dr. Sheikh Rana bint Isa bin Daij Al Khalifa expressed her thanks and appreciation to the SCH for the continuous cooperation with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. She appreciated the important role played by the Council in developing the health sector in the Kingdom of Bahrain and the support and special care of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, His Royal Highness Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, Prime Minister, and His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander, and First Deputy Prime Minister for their keenness to provide the best medical services to the citizens and residents. She lauded Sahati Health Program as one of the strategic solutions in the field of sustainable development that reflects the vision of the Kingdom of Bahrain 2030, wishing the Supreme Council for Health all success. The Undersecretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs stressed the need for citizens and residents to be aware of the importance of the health insurance program, which will ensure financial sustainability and streamline the task of government service providers in light of the challenges facing the health sector in the Kingdom of Bahrain, aimed rapid population growth and the rising health services cost. The Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Health, SCH Ibrahim Nawakhda, reviewed the National Health Plan 2016-2025, which aims at creating a healthy and safe society along with integrated, sustainable and high-quality health services that enable citizens and residents to choose the health service providers of their choice. He outlined the strategic axis of the National Plan for Health as being namely investing in prevention, promoting health, providing an integrated health network, funding health services through preparation of financing plans, ensuring optimal use of resources and encouraging investment. Among what he mentioned are quality and safety of services and ensuring stability in all facilities, organizing and managing the national health insurance system, and developing the institutional structure. The SCH Secretary General gave a briefing on the National Health Insurance Program, which aims to enhance the quality of health care received by the citizens and residents in the Kingdom of Bahrain, and how to benefit from this system at public hospitals and health centers of the Ministry of Health, ministries, and other government institutions. Bahrain Training Institute (BTI), in collaboration with Bahrain Polytechnic and Bahrain Teachers College (BTC), will host the first training summit set on March 26th to 27th at BTI. Dr. Majid bin Ali Al-Naimi, Education Minister, and Dr. Samah Al-Ajawi, Director General of BTI, will grace the opening program along with keynote speech of Dr. Jeff Saptowski, CEO of Bahrain Polytechnic, and Dr. Farzan Al-Muraghi, Director of Scientific Research at the Secretariat General of the Higher Education Council. The summit, under the theme Enhancing Education, Training and Lifelong Learning, is a recognition of the centennial celebration of formal education in Bahrain. It will be participated by educators from educational institutions and representatives from industry and government entities. Other highlight of the event is the parallel session on various topics centered on technology for training and education, teaching and learning, and student support.
see your face.